Let me ask you this. Who do you think has the advantage? Now, I know there's Patrick Mahomes and all the skill position guys are back, but they don't know what this Browns defense is going to look like because there are so many new pieces to it. Is there a part of that that is an advantage for the Browns because they could come out with something completely out of the box?
Yeah, so I'll keep it real. I haven't asked around about this yet, and I'd be curious just to hear as we creep up towards the schedule release, and of course the information already out. Like that game's been confirmed. What people are already saying once I get around to consuming more outside opinion, but just my gut instinct and my understanding of how you want to start a season when you have new pieces on defense. This is about as bad a draw as the Browns could have got. I understand the theory or the concept of a team not knowing what an offense is going to look like, or excuse me, what a defense is going to look like, and that could be a surprise. But quite frankly, the advantage is always on the offense because they know what they're trying to execute. And if a defense with potentially 9 new parts aren't all on the same page against the most explosive offense in football in the past decade, perhaps with such freakish talents of Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce, you can see how some blown coverages would lead to a pretty ugly situation the Browns don't want to find themselves in. So I expect the most vanilla version, aside from whatever we get in the preseason in that week 1 game for Chiefs Browns. I advise fans to maybe temper their expectations a little bit because I'll keep it real and I'll jump right to the lead here. Honestly, I don't think the winner of this game, we're going to learn a whole lot. I don't think it's a huge deal if the Browns lose by 20. If they win, awesome. But this is a spot much like the Ravens game a year ago. And we saw what happened in that game and how little it meant towards the end of the year, where it's just going to be a lot of new stuff and it won't mean a lot aside from maybe if tiebreakers come up when the Browns are past Thanksgiving and looking for that playoff push.
The other thing is, though, it certainly gives Kevin Stefanski a way to get his players' attention throughout training camp.
Yeah, 100%. Like, don't get it twisted. The players are going to go out there and want to dominate. Everyone's already posting about the game. It's that revenge factor. And if anything, that's going to give the Browns maybe a slight advantage, despite of obviously they will not be favorites. That line's probably already set, and it's in Kansas City. But just that we got something to prove against UKC, where KC has something to prove more big picture. Not that the Browns don't have long-term plans, but Kansas City wants redemption in a Super Bowl. The Browns want redemption for how their season ended, and they're going to get that chance way before Kansas City gets to play in another Super Bowl. So advantage Browns there. It's hella exciting, and I don't want to damper down anything when I say, the outcome doesn't matter. Like, I realize that's the last thing any advertiser wants to hear on NFL release day, so my bad there. But they are going to come guns blazing, the Chiefs. The Browns offense is going to be in year 2 of this Kevin Stefanski system. I bet the over-under is around 68. I have no idea. It's going to be a high-scoring one. And assuming Patrick Mahomes isn't knocked out for the final 23 minutes, it's going to be back and forth, probably a lot like the Monday night game with Lamar Jackson in Cleveland this past year.
Yeah, the Browns are actually 5.5-point underdogs, so that'll give you an idea of how well Vegas thinks they stack up. 3 points is usually what you give for a home team, so Vegas thinks the Browns are right in that conversation with the Chiefs.